On this episode of Treasure Trader, Billy Jamieson goes headhunting in Paris.
There's a little bit of damage on the nose. You can see a couple of holes that were eaten into it.
Deals a rare tribal war shield.
Yeah, come on over and check this one out.
This is beautiful. This is really...
And boldly goes where he's never gone before.
Come on in here. I know nothing about movie memorabilia.
To buy a piece of Hollywood history.
I'm willing to give you $250,000 for the collection.
Tribal art dealer Billy Jamieson and his fiancée Jessica are in Paris to pick up a human shrunken head. The Shuar are the only tribal culture to perform the ritual of shrinking heads. The practice was abandoned in the 20th century, and these macabre relics are now worth thousands.
I paid about 14,000 euros for it, about 22,000 Canadian dollars. So we're gonna pick it up today.
Billy is one of the biggest dealers of shrunken heads in the world, and so far, he's collected almost 40 of them.
I collect artifacts from all over the world. The one thing people remember me for is shrunken heads.
Billy bought this one over the phone. It was a big gamble.
Anytime you buy things over the telephone, there's a certain risk. It's a bit of a poker game, and risks are part of the business.
If it's in good condition, Billy has clients who are ready to pay big money for it. But right now, he's crossing his fingers that he hasn't been burned.
When you go to pick up a piece that you've bought, you're hoping that you haven't made a mistake and that your instincts are right. I can see it from here.
Yes,
Here.
follow me, I'll show you.
So you gotta be really careful. Sometimes you get a little excited and jump the gun and you go, oh shit, I fucked up on this one. There's a little bit of damage on the nose. You can see a couple of holes that were eaten into it. A little bit of bug damage and a little bit on the chin and just there, but there's some, just some dead eggs and stuff on it. And the string here, one of the strands is broken. But it's nothing, this is a great head. In my book, it's a 9 because it's an authentic head. These are getting harder to find.
Yes, it's actually a really, really nice piece.
Great hair.
You know what I always tell people, how you tell a real shrunken head from a fake is look for nose hairs.
Billy knows what he's talking about. He's lived with the headhunters, and the Shuar taught him the secrets of shrinking a human head.
They take the head and they cut it from the back of the head up to the crown, to the top, and then they peel the skin off the skull. What they would do then is tie it by the string and hold it over the smoke of a fire. That would actually mummify the head. The Shuar tribe believed the soul was in the head. So by shrinking the head to this size, they sewed the eyes and lips and the back of the head shut, and it would trap a soul. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
It was very kind of you.
Have a
okay?
fantastic day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye.
I was very pleased with the head. In this business, I have experts, academics, other dealers that I consult with, and collectors, but sometimes I have to trust my instincts. Anybody here? Hello?
Hi! Oh, look at you! Look at you!
Billy and Jessica are back home in Toronto, and they're met by a mountain of mail and an intriguing new lead.
You have 3 saved wireless voice messages.
I used to travel around when I first started collecting, looking for material. And now these things find me.
Hey, Bill. It's Gordon Smith. I have a favor to ask.
Gordon Smith is one of Hollywood's most successful special effects designers, and he's got a special request.
I am retiring here, and I have a studio absolutely full of 30 years of film career. If you're willing, I would love for you to have a look and give me your opinion of it. Thanks a lot, Bill.
The collection could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but Billy's got a problem.
I know nothing about movie memorabilia, but I'm interested and I'm gonna go see Gordon.
While Jessica contacts Gordon to set up a meeting, Billy and his assistant, Mike, unpack a shipment of relics from New Guinea.
So this just came in.
Once again, Billy has rolled the dice.
How many shields did I buy? Is it 3 or 4?
Sight unseen, he spent thousands to buy some unusual tribal artifacts. New Guinea war shields were designed to scare an enemy in battle and are highly valued artifacts. In the 1940s, comic book figures began appearing on them, making them even more valuable.
He's got a spear in one hand and a gun in the other. That's pretty wacky, eh? During World War II in the South Pacific, standard reading material for American GIs were comic books. Among these comic books were the Phantom comics. The natives were told the Phantom was a superhero and he would protect you. The natives turned around and started painting the Phantom on their shields to help protect them in battle. This one looks pretty fresh. What does this one say? Phantom, man, no die. In other words, he was invincible.
Billy is hoping to find a shield from the 1960s or earlier and used in battle. Problem is, a lot of replica shields were made in the 80s and 90s to sell to tourists, and these shields have got Billy worried.
These shields are not real old, like they're not dating back to the 40s and 50s and 60s. These are probably from the 80s. It's too bad.
With just one more shield to unwrap, Billy still hasn't found one of real value.
The first 3 shields, I was not that impressed with. They were a little too contemporary. I would pay more money for one good old shield.
Billy Jamieson has just received a shipment of old New Guinea war shields, but so far, they're not that old.
I can see it getting harder and harder to find the old ones because they're all gone. Last one.
With just one more to unpack, Billy still hasn't hit the jackpot.
We opened the box and there was this great shield with a license plate. It's just nicely done. It's got a lot of age. Oh my God, this makes it worthwhile.
What's with the license plate?
They thought the license plate on the front of a vehicle would be there to protect it.
So how's this one different from the others?
Look at this, is all beat up. And look at, they've got pieces of metal here. It started to break and they've tried to keep it together.
Like stitching.
And that's what you want to see in a shield. This is one that would sell for much more than the other ones. It tells an interesting story. Whoever buys this shield is going to have to tell that story a lot of times. It's kind of like where shields are us today. Yeah.
But who to sell it to, we'll have to wait. Billy and Jessica have a date with special effects designer Gordon Smith at his studio that's full of Hollywood memorabilia.
Hey, Billy. How are you?
doing, man? Great
Thanks
to
for
see
coming.
you.
Gordon's worked on movie blockbusters that have made billions at the box office.
You were on the set of 4th of July, Platoon, Jacob's Ladder, JFK. My God, the stories you can probably tell.
Now that he's ready to retire, Gordon wants to sell his amazing collection. Movie memorabilia is always hot property. As pop culture collectibles, Gordon's work could be worth a fortune.
You didn't have any idea this had any monetary value at all.
No.
In all honesty, I have no idea whether it has a value of any kind. And that's why I need to talk to somebody like Bill. And you're the only person I know who deals with just weird shit.
Well, it's nice to know. What's that from?
These have been in Platoon, they've been in Salvador, they've been in Born the 4th of July.
Uncredited extras.
Yeah.
Those are Sabertooth's hands.
You recognize
Yeah,
them.
those are his
and those are
gloves.
his eyebrows.
So that's his prosthetic
Yeah.
that he wore.
I have to admit, I got really excited when I found out Gord had worked on X-Men.
And bringing the X-Men to life on the silver screen was the biggest job of Gordon's career.
But these are the Wolverine's claws.
Maybe for Halloween.
Maybe. Maybe yes.
If he survived.
I have no idea what this stuff is worth. But when Jessica started getting jazzed about the X-Men thing, I mean, you know, I realized how important and valuable this material is.
Think about 3 times.
Gordon's crowning achievement was the birthday suit he designed for the character Mystique.
Here she is in here.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
just
The detail.
So the actress would have been painted blue.
no.
No?
No. The process is you put the prosthetic, and this is one of those prosthetics. This is your back.
Oh, back.
This is this piece that goes on the back here, right? We just put that on her back and then stretched it into the position where we wanted it to, and it stayed there.
My gut feeling is this material's worth quite a bit of money. How much, I don't know. Do you mind me talking about you and your collection to some people? Like
No, no, you have
from
full
auction
license. You have
companies,
full
the
license.
Toronto International Film Festival. My mind's going a million miles a minute. It's very cool.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Billy's head is buzzing, and now the shrunken head he bought in Paris needs attention.
My main concern when I bring a new object in the house like a shrunken head is that it could have insects or bugs or some, eggs on it. Put this in the freezer to kill anything on it, because if I didn't, and say some eggs hatched, I'm jeopardizing my entire collection.
Billy stays home to work, while Jessica gets ready to deliver the head for a nose job.
Hey, little puppy. Yeah. Let's go.
When Billy needs an artifact restored, he calls Mary Peaver. She can repair anything.
This shrunken head is a great shrunken head. It just has a little bit of bug damage on the surface, and she's gonna clean it up for me.
It's a lot of fun working with Billy, for sure. He has brought me mummy, shrunken heads, and teeth. Billy's always surprising me, but I don't think I've seen it all yet.
If Mary can restore this head, its value will increase by thousands of dollars.
I brought you the head.
Oh, great.
I plan on selling the shrunken head even though I don't want to. I'm a collector and a dealer. To pay my bills and further my collecting, I do have to sell things. Yeah, you know what to do. Just set it up here. Thanks, Mike.
And right now, Billy wants to sell a Phantom War Shield.
Well, this is a great shield. Phantom shields are difficult to sell to tribal collectors because they're more of a curiosity. I just hope people are going to love them and want them as much as I do.
To test the market, Billy wants to convince art collector David Angelo to buy one.
How are you, man?
Not too bad. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Coming here, man. I approached David because he's a major contemporary art collector and friend. I thought you would dig these shields. Come on around. I've always felt these shields would be more attractive to contemporary art collectors as opposed to tribal art collectors. Check out all the shields.
Got enough?
Billy's been collecting war shields for years.
Yeah, these are from the Dayak tribe in Borneo. This is all hair from heads taken in battle.
Scare the shit out of me.
But David's never bought one. Billy hopes that's about to change.
This is really nice.
Well, I know you you love contemporary art, but I just wanted you to show these because it's kind of like it's.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you these.
Yeah. I know you.
Yeah.
I didn't bring you over here. I just thought you'd want to see these. I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you like pop art, right?
So what do they go for?
You can have it for $7,000. I mean, that's fair.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Based on what?
Because you're my friend.
Oh, okay.
I just like to see one in your collection.
So would I.
When you're approaching a negotiation for anything, I think you have to have a price in mind.
I don't know about where the market is on this.
Can just.
David is losing interest. Billy may have overpriced the shield and lost the deal. Treasure trader Billy Jamieson wants to sell a rare New Guinea war shield.
You can have it for $7,000.
But the deal's hit a snag over price.
You have to talk over with the wife?
Yeah, or sneak out. How am I going to sneak it into the house? I like it a lot.
Cool.
But let me think about it, okay?
Okay, man.
Billy can't close the deal. He may have priced the shield too high.
I have to admit, I was a little shocked when he didn't take the deal right away. Come on in here. I'll leave that.
With the shield deal on hold, Billy's asked Russ McMillan, an expert in movie memorabilia, to help him put a value on Gordon Smith's collection.
I'm no expert at movie effects. I want to find out what it's worth to see if I actually am interested in buying it. I'm also considering keeping a few pieces and possibly donating it to the Toronto International Film Festival.
This is all from the original movies?
Yeah, everything. So here we have some gloves worn by Hugh Jackman with the plastic blades. What do you think of something like that?
Well, I heard recently that a set of gloves like that went for in the neighborhood of $40,000. You know, if you have a pair in good condition.
Wow. I got to admit, I was shocked. But I guess the Wolverine wore them, and that's what people want.
Movie memorabilia is valuable because it's original, one-of-a-kind works of art, and Gordon Smith has a warehouse full of it.
This is Mystique from the movie, and this is made up of latex compositions.
It wasn't too long ago, one of the suits from Stargate was an original costume. It was $60,000.
This is X-Men.
And this is X-Men, which is 10 times better than Stargate.
This would make a hell of a museum exhibitor in it.
I've never seen a collection like this before. No, I've appraised a lot of costumes and prosthetics, but this one is complete and such good condition. It's amazing.
Are we talking, you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands?
Easily hundreds of thousands. Yeah. No, because it's so complete and there's so many pieces.
Well, I am totally blown away by the value of this collection. This is amazing. I am going to make Gordon an offer.
But that deal will have to wait.
Hi. Come on in. How are you doing?
Mary Peaver has finished the repair on Billy's shrunken head.
Nice to see you.
The shrunken head that I recently purchased in Paris had some insect damage. Thanks for doing this so quick. Wow.
Oh, wow. It was fun. So here's your fella.
Oh, it looks a lot better.
Are there many holes to fill it?
There were about 10 or 12, plus the nose was quite significantly split.
Was it all insect damage?
Yes, it was exit holes from termites.
Okay, gotcha.
And it was fresh, but you did the very right thing by putting it in the freezer as soon as you got it home.
I always stick shrunken heads in the freezer for about a week.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
His original eyebrows are still there.
It looks great.
Great.
That's a lot better. Thanks very much. I come up with the pretty strange stuff for you to do, don't I? It's a great piece. Now we've fixed that little bit of bug damage. He looks perfect.
And there's more good news. Art collector David Angelo has decided to buy a phantom shield, and Billy can't wait to deliver it.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
No, I was gonna, yes.
I'm one of these guys, you know.
I know.
Well, okay, what do we have?
Come on in. I knew you couldn't not do it. I saw.
I loved it too much. I loved it too much.
It was great to see David so excited for the shield. He even already had a special spot on the wall for it. Yep. They got this one. How you doing over there?
Have a look.
It's great for me to see a tribal art piece I sold David hanging among his great contemporary collection. That looks great.
I like it. It works really well with these paintings, doesn't it?
Yeah. It looks great here. Actually, I'm getting seller's regret. But the truth is, I can't afford to keep everything.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe one day.
I can't afford to buy everything.
I know, but thank God to people like you because you helped me further my collecting. Congratulations on your new purchase. Hey, man, it's my pleasure, okay?
Finally, Billy's ready to meet Gordon Smith and make an offer for his movie collection.
The best outcome from this is Gordon accepts my offer. I'm going to keep a few pieces, Mystique, maybe claw gloves from Wolverine for Jessica. You know why I brought you out for dinner, because I'm interested in your collection.
It wasn't the free meal?
You get the free meal. Oh.
Excellent.
Okay. The worst case outcome is Gordon turns down my offer, packs his life's work in a truck and sends it to an auction company down in California. What I was going to suggest is, if I get 3 blue ladies and your entire collection, I'm willing to give you $250,000.
Billy Jamieson wants to buy Gordon Smith's movie memorabilia collection, but he's not sure if Gordon will accept his offer.
I'm making Gordon a fair offer, but you know what? I'm dealing with the guy's life's work. I hope that he's not offended. If I get 3 blue ladies and your entire collection, I'm willing to give you $250,000.
That was pretty fast.
I was really surprised how quickly he accepted my offer, which in my world usually means I paid too much. Do you want to hear my explanation?
Nah.
I believe that Gordon accepted my offer mainly because I intend to give most of his collection to the people at the Toronto International Film Festival. And I think their intention is to catalog it and possibly do an exhibit, because I think they were shocked to think that someone worked on all these Hollywood pictures was Canadian. So you are culturally important to our country.
That's right.
Because you're thinking, didn't know that when you were doing all this, did you?
No, I didn't know that. No.
His legacy gets kept on, and he makes a bit of cash.
Cool.
Handshake
All right.
again. We got a deal. That's it. But I am keeping a few pieces for Jessica. It's a win-win for everybody.
Billy has managed to preserve a priceless piece of movie history and score a cool present for Jessica.
Oh, you brought it home, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Take a look. Just don't stab me with it.
I promise nothing. These are amazing. Thank you so much, honey.